Good morning.
Good morning, early. Early.
Early. We messed you up because we were on our usual time.
Let's see who's gonna join us today. That's gonna be interesting because people are expecting
Yeah.
at 11:11. But
Oh,
hey, we've got
you might,
birthday and we run this show, so we've got different
yeah,
rules today.
double birthday week.
Double birthday.
So,
Happy
yeah.
birthday, Matt.
Thank you, Ange. Happy birthday for tomorrow.
Thank
Soul.
you, Matt. Oh my
So,
gosh.
yeah, well, listen, we're coming on at a different time just on the live stream because we can. It's our birthday. It's a double whammy. And we're going to talk about Born Again Ready. We've had
Yeah.
a good little chat. We've been messing about with the cards, having revelations.
We're gonna put some random cards, as well.
But the first card I pulled out, and I kept it here. Break the train. Easy for me to say. Break the chain. So ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future, which I thought was quite suitable for today. So I won't read out the whole lot because it's a bit much. By the way, obviously leave us a nice comment. That always helps. What are ways of being from your family line are you ready to let go? Seek assistance from your support team. So that's your tribe, friends, any healers you might have, a coach, mentor, whatever, to begin freeing yourself from it right now. So if you've got anything that's just like this, spring is here, summer is coming. That's why all the flowers are coming out on the trees, blossoming. So it's we're reborn again, ready. I had quite a stressful week last week. I was just bombarded by all angles, but you know what? It gave me that chance to think what I want and how I want it. The end. Right. I'm going to go and have my birthday cake. You enjoy yours, Angel. See you next week.
Wow, this is exactly now. I know you're gonna enjoy your cake. I'm gonna enjoy my cake tomorrow.
I'm going to eat it.
Huh?
I'm just going to take my cake and eat. Cake is a saying. Just take your cake and eat it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You just threw me off again, but that's okay. I'm used to it by now. But what I was going to say, just everything, just what is happening, it's just a moment of clarity. And we have the decision, we are free to choose which direction we want to go. Do we want to practice what has not been, serving us that well? Or do we want to choose otherwise? And I think just changing the way we're looking at things is helping us to gain that knowledge, that clarity, and change the course, the direction, which we are picking as the next direction for ourselves. And you said there was a few things that triggered you last week. I had a few things that triggered me recently as well. And as we spoke a little bit earlier, it's like, all right, okay, I get it. I'm clear about what I want. Therefore, this is the direction I'm taking. And yeah, I'm grateful for the clarity. Very grateful. It's fun
There you go.
how you have to learn just to get to get that kind of clarity. But yeah, so good.
Oh, it's just repeating. I was going to try and share it. Always goes wrong.
Don't say that. That's limited.
It goes right. You know what I meant. I just wanted to share.
Right, I'm gonna pull a card because it's
Good.
Yeah.
So today a little bit different because it's our celebrations, and you got something coming up this week as well. I know it's your birthday. It's a special birthday for you as well.
Yeah, it is. Yes, it is very special. First of all, I'm turning 40 and I'm super excited about it. I know some ladies cry because of it. I'm actually super excited about this time of my life. I think in our 20s and 30s, we are still carrying too much of opinion of others.
Yeah.
Whereas when you step into 40, you just, sorry for my language, you just don't give a shit that much. And I really do like that. I really do like that. You have just more wisdom and you still have plenty of life in you. So therefore, on Saturday, I'm doing something what is very challenging for me and super exciting at the same time. You're looking at someone who's got a fear of heights. Therefore, I am jumping out of the plane. I'm doing skydiving because why not? I just want to face my fears and just see what's out there. And I know that that's going to be amazing. So that's what I'm doing on Saturday.
Burst in the fear bubble.
Yeah.
Love it. What is it? We got
Hold on. Right. So there is actually two.
What card are you using today?
Okay. So I am using Starseed Oracle.
Yes.
Yeah. So Rebecca Campbell. Oh my goodness. Look, we had those cards before and now they just kind of just came out again. So trust the timing.
Hey.
Is it not perfect?
It's perfect for jumping out of a plane and pulling the chute. Yeah. Sorry, I couldn't resist.
Listen, but this is
the guy pulling it. Hopefully he's really chatty on the way up, Ange, because if he's quiet, something's going on in his life.
Yeah, the thing is, you see, they said trust the wave you're coming on, and this is not, your time is not running out, which means, you know, I'm gonna be alive after this jump, which is
you'll always be alive.
That's true. And that's the one I could not pronounce properly, right? So there is a courageous flower. I know it's a flower. How you read that?
Peony.
Peony. Okay. Multi-faced, unique nature. Let yourself be seen. There we go. So this is me stepping out of my comfort zone and just sharing with the world. I can't speak properly today. I don't know what's going on. Sharing with the world what I've got to offer, you know, as a coach, well-being coach. So you definitely seen more of me out there.
So I don't want to embarrass anyone else, but I watched you in action on Sunday. It was amazing.
Thank you.
I knew you were gifted, but that was like, whoa.
Do you know, and this is something I just, you know, what it feels like when, you know, it's a natural part of you.
Yeah.
It's not scripted. It's not something you have to, you've just got it.
Yeah.
And I just know that I'm confident about that. It's not like I'm not learning, you know, to become a better coach. Of course I do. But I feel like I found my purpose in life, you know, and I also believe that everything what I've experienced in my life until this point, with all of the bullshit that I was caring about for so long, happened to be one of the biggest gifts that I had to have, you know, experience. I had to receive in order to know what I know now, so I can serve better.
Yeah.
So I changed the way I'm looking at things, definitely, and I have so much more of compassion, not only towards other people who are going through many different things, but towards myself. And again, turning 40 is like not giving shit so much, which means being a little bit lighter about life, not so serious. You know, this is very important. That was a big lesson for me. And that sometimes I have those glimpses and moments when I am still actually falling back into the old pattern, but the awareness is there. So it's so much easier to come back up, you know, and just change the trajectory, right? Because I do believe those things, they will be always part of you. They will always be part of you. You know, it's just the question. The question is whether you want to practice it or not. Yeah. So there we go.
My son's commented on our YouTube feed. Thank you.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Number one fan. Yeah.
Oh, this is lovely. Right, so now it's your turn.
Yeah, go on.
No, it's your turn now.
What? I thought you were going to ask me something. Or might do a card. I got these ones. You gave me these a few months back. Last year.
Yes, that's from Max. Yes.
Your friend did these, right?
Yeah.
Elaborate. So I quite like these ones. I haven't looked at them for a while.
They've got really nice messages, those cards.
All right. So I should have got Didn't think we was going to be doing this day. I could have got Emmett. He's got a nice set of cards. He's hiding away at the moment.
Oh, precious. Are they very precious?
Yeah.
I'm not disappearing forever. I'm just disappearing for a moment.
That's right. This one's just come out, but it's come out twice for me shuffling. So thank you, D Plays. Says very good. Thank you very much. We love your support. And you get a shout out. Tend your own spirit. Oh, it's the number 3 on here as well.
Oh, wow. Yes.
Tend to your own spiritual garden, nurturing the good and removing that which is not required.
Wow. Is that not confirming what you read before? The card you pulled for the episode today?
Yeah. But it's weird because I just shuffled. I looked down and it was there, and it's about 2 or 3 times. It was the apple green that caught my eye.
Beautiful.
So apple green helps you, Hilarion. Helps you heal emotional issues, space in your heart. Unfolds issues with love, light, and inner growth. Connects to all of nature's elements and brings them into the healing process. Oh, that one's fun. We talked about that off camera, right? You need to be around nature. Connects you to your true nature, in tune with the earth's rhythms. Helps you connect to your path on this earth at this time.
Wow.
That was one for both. There you go. If it resonates, drop a comment in. Give us a nice review. But do you know what would be interesting? I guess most people are going to get this on the replay or listen to it, but comment on where you feel, what things have you done where you just felt reborn? And I'll share some of mine in a minute. Which one? What we got?
Hold on, because I need to allocate
the camera, right?
Yeah.
Magician and the Mirror.
So that is from the energy deck.
The what? If you said something else there. No, you can't say that. Okay. Deck. She said deck.
That's what I said. I don't know what you've heard.
Oh my God. It's been a long week.
It's Tuesday.
It's Tuesday all day long. Hey Claire, we came on early today. You've not missed too much. You can you've missed 12. So yeah, you missed some, but not loads. And Angie's making me laugh. It's a double celebration.
Oh, okay. So this card, I'm gonna tell you quickly. This card is about knowing and using your true power.
Yeah.
So when this card comes, upwards. I can't speak properly today. That's why you're not hearing my words properly. That's what it is. Okay, I'll take it with me. So it says this card upwards represents the
power dick upwards and wrap them all in the space of 10 minutes. I'm trying to. I gotta go out in a minute.
Well, maybe I'm too full of my personal power. That's what it is.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. So spiritual personal power. So the magician left hand.
I'm sorry, it's because it's your birthday tomorrow. It's an age thing. You change tomorrow. I'm sorry.
Wow. Okay. I don't know how to interpret that, but okay. All right. I'm gonna read it quietly to myself. You might do your thing.
I'll do my thing. So, okay. Everyone, thank you for joining us a little bit earlier than normal because it's about Born Again Ready. So we was Born Again Ready at a different time. It's 10:10 on the clock on my oven as well. So yeah, you've got to be ready. We could go live at any time.
Well, today is a special day.
Yeah.
So therefore, we're doing it, special way.
Tomorrow is a special day as well. Today and tomorrow, special days. So it's my birthday today. I'm just turning 38. I've just had a bit of a bad night's sleep, and it's Angie's birthday tomorrow. She doesn't look at it, but she's a couple of years older than me.
I'm doing really well,
Yeah. You don't look a day over 39. I can say what I want because I can't. I'll get a virtual slap in them.
And I don't know if that would work.
You don't look like the age you're going to be tomorrow. There you go.
It's like there's only 1 day difference. So what's the difference?
Thank you, Claire. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't see her comments. I need to check it on my phone because it's. Hold on. That explains. Technology on birthday is not my strong side.
So, Ange, when have you been born again? So that we kind of changed the name of this, and it was about being reborn, wasn't it? So,
yeah.
And I kind of, if I was to look back on life, I can see where I've been reborn, or come back a bit of a different person. Sometimes it's after some trauma, or just, you know what, I want to do this. It was always a bit scary, sometimes a great revelation, but so I could think of I could think of loads, and I talk about them quite often, to be fair. But have you got one that just really jumps out at you now and says, yeah, that was really a big rebirth for me, and I went in as a total, almost like a different person, but you're still the same person within, or you became the person that you really wanted to be. That makes sense.
I think we are, everybody, including myself, we are still in the making. So it's not like you ever gonna reach the point of being able to call yourself perfect. And you know what I mean? And what's perfect anyway? I think there is no such thing. So therefore, being in the process of becoming perfect is perfect in itself. Do you know what I mean? Because everybody is different. And did I have, those moments when I was like, wow? Of course I did, even recently. And even though when you're going through those moments, those changes, they are not the easiest ones to go through, right? They are painful. But then again, I think when you go through pain of change, you're becoming stronger, you're becoming wiser. And personally, I don't know about you, but I think you gain a little bit more respect towards yourself for choosing for yourself better.
Yeah.
Or different, but not necessarily better, different, right? Just giving yourself permission to become who you want to become, and I think that's what I've gained, every single time I went through some sort of changes in my life, or I was coming to the crossroad where I had to decide left or right?
Yeah.
Making decision, becoming clear about what I want was a very freeing experience, very painful experience at the same time, and deeply satisfying afterwards. So, I've got this memory in my head that every change brings better. That's something I keep saying to myself, that with every change, there is something better coming.
I like that. Yeah.
And because I have adapted this mindset some time ago, long time ago, I don't know how long ago, because I am focusing on the outcomes as a positive thing. In my head, is like, it's changing, might not be pretty, in the process, but in the long run, it's for the better. I think I see more of a positive that is associated with each change, rather than thinking, oh gosh, it's hard, I don't know if I make it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and that helps me to, to stick to the path I'm choosing and be less serious about it. That's a big lesson for me in my life, being less serious about things.
That come up on the card just before we went live, didn't it? So just as you started talking about that, I was having a shuffle on the Work Your Light Oracle cards, also by Rebecca Campbell, and that was the Age of Light. You've been training for this, lifetimes. So it's just, I just find it interesting. We do go through many regenerations. It can be a life change. Sometimes it's just, we lose someone for whatever reason in life, and can be pain, or it could just be this revelation that actually that is my calling. That is where I'm meant to be. That's what I'm meant to be doing. Sometimes we get sidetracked from that path.
And that's okay.
And that's okay, yeah. Because if you drive down, if you got to drive somewhere, the sat nav tells you where to go, but sometimes you need to stop off for a little bit. And it just means, you might need a little break, you might need to, refuel a little bit. You might want to check out something else, and it might be worth it. It might not be worth it.
Yeah.
And then you get back on the road again.
Yeah, the coffee at Starbucks is really good on the road, I'm telling you. I like pointing to services,
Well, sometimes on that analogy, if I get tired and I'll pull in and just sit in the car and have a nap. But it's the same true on other things that we, and then because otherwise I'm getting stressed. No, I'm not getting stressed, but it's stressful trying to drive. I know we're not talking about driving, but in terms of life and what's going on, it's stressful trying to drive when you're tired, and it's stressful carrying on when you're tired. Sometimes, like you said, you've got to take a break. It's okay. Literally within 10 minutes, I'm all right. I don't have like the hundreds. Oh, I can't believe the bags under my eyes. Like, I'm gonna get some. You got to sort the lighting out.
Well, light is a big thing.
Burn it off. Anyway. I did it deliberately so that it radiates you more. There you go. You're welcome. Took one for the team, sister.
There we go. But you're right. Taking break is like, this is something what I'm also realizing more and more, that we grow and we move forward where we take break.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which sometimes you have to just stop and think about it for a little bit. Me personally, I don't know whether this is Polish mentality, the culture, the family which I'm coming from. There was always habit of go, 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 go. There was no permission for break, for stop, for anything. And like constant proving. And don't get me wrong, it worked pretty well, but I think it's also a great recipe for burnout.
Yeah, it is.
And I've experienced that many times. So therefore, I will always like, there is something that is not working here, right? As much as I do like working, don't get me wrong, there has to be balance. And again, yin and yang, is very important. And I've realized that taking break is actually equivalent of refueling yourself. So in the moment when you're moving with more power and more force, right? Your tank is full. So you have to take a break and just enjoy that break, and then the whole journey, the growth, everything is so much more pleasant.
100%. Have you ever read The 7 Habits Highly Effective People?
Hold on. I think I've been looking at it, just a second ago. Yeah.
Well, obviously the habit in that, it talks about the first 3. It's about ourselves being independent minded and our purpose, what we're going for. And then the other 3, so the next 3 are about, working together, listening and, oh my gosh, can't even think of what, looking for win-win. But the last one is so important. It's called Sharpen the Saw. And if you think about it, let's say a woodcutter needs to cut down trees. If the saw's blunt, you can try and cut down a tree. It's going to take for ages. But if you only just take an hour out to cut, sharpen that saw, he's going to get the job done much quicker. But in our heads, we think, oh no, I can't stop now. I can't, because we're burnt out and got to go, got to do this, got to work through the night, got to work through the next night, work through the day. And sometimes that's okay. And sometimes, I was happy doing that. But it mounts up, but it could be work. It could be something else. I got to go. We got to take time to sharpen the saw. And then you could be born again ready. Then you take on to the next task or continue with that task. And actually what I found last week is that for a few things, because it's just too much going on for me at the moment, just too much. And I feel like, I remember 10 years ago, I just felt absolutely bombarded by every aspect of my life, apart from a couple of things, but well, no, it felt like everything, to be honest. But I had the tools to deal with it. And I realized last week, it's almost like I was almost in danger of, slipping back. So in fact, I made a few decisions. There's some things that things got to change, and some things going to have to go. And some things I'll look at very, very differently, if that makes sense. So, because just got to take that time, sharpen the saw, have a look, and don't spend all day trying to cut 10 trees down with a blunt saw. Spend that time, rest, get the saw sharp, and then you'll probably find that those trees they're cut much faster.
And so maybe by taking break, you're gonna actually change the trajectory of your path, so there will be no trees, therefore there will be no need for a saw.
Yeah, I sounded a bit matrixy.
Well,
Yes.
Actually,
I feel like
my own spin on it. Oh, there you go. Oh, very special card.
Go on, what is it?
Healers of the Ages.
Hey.
Let me see what that means. I'm not going to be reading it out loud because you're going to take a mick out of me again. That I handled it the day before I turned 40,
But those listening and watching, where have you felt reborn? What happened? Was there a specific moment? Was it like you just said, you know what, I'm not allowing that anymore? Could be for anything. Just maybe a change in how you handle your health or relationships, career, work. Like for me, one of the biggest changes that happened for me was making that decision that I want to just teach martial arts. Now, my life has changed absolutely loads since then, and I'm still on a journey, like you said, Angie. That journey will never stop. It keep going, but it came from saying yes to something. Now, if I stayed where I was, life would have been all right, but I know it had been just so mediocre, and I would have been so bored. I would have got so frustrated. I think it would have definitely. My mental health's been affected anyway, so I might as well let it have been affected doing something I really did enjoy. But I think that could have been a lot worse staying in that place. And actually, I would have got more and more conditions, to the point that probably I would have been made redundant at some point. And so I'm looking at the birds in my garden. They just come down onto the feeder. I was seeing if the robin's back, but it's not. It's okay. I would have been conditioned into something that I would have, I don't know, might not have got out of. I did anyway. So that was a big part of my rebirth. And then, just have been, like you said, just almost like born again on different things. And I think coming into it is that being born again ready, I think, is that you got that clarity on, right, well, this is my purpose now. And even if you're not sure, because there's been times where I wasn't sure, I was on a path, things were happening, but I wasn't quite sure what it was. And I'd say I'm within the last 10 years, and considering, I took on the business as my own, changed, done a few different things, even over more clear over the last few years. But there were times when things were happening. Everyone was, "Oh, you're doing so well." I was like, "Yeah, it's cool. But I don't really know what I want to do yet." What does he want to do? Yeah, I'm just doing this. Just say whatever I needed to say, but it just wasn't quite clear. So it can take time. Don't worry about that. Just because everyone's else around you as well is going around saying, "This is what I'm going to do." But I know what my purpose is. Just if you're not sure yet, it's okay. It will come when it's ready to come.
Well, can you give any tips how to recognize that you're on the right path?
That's a good question.
I think this is one of the questions that people often ask, because many people don't know whether they are on the right path or wrong.
Well,
And
yes, sorry, I have to interrupt because it's just popped in my head. So
go
I
on.
knew I was on the right path when I made the decision that I was going to leave my engineering career. And I remember exactly where I was. I know exactly where I was doing. So I was in Gloucester on Eastern Avenue. I was just turning into coming up to the set lights to go up towards Abbeymead, where I used to live, to tell my wife then at the time that I'm going to change careers. It was that moment. I think I'd already decided, but no, this is what I'm doing. And I'd already thought maybe this is not what I would do, but I was, no, 100%, this is what I'm going to do. Lisa Baglin, yes. I'm going to just pop. Is it okay to pop this up?
Yeah, of course. Yes.
Promotion. Thank you, Lisa. I hope you don't mind me sharing. So, guest joining CMA, that's Cheltenham Martial Arts in Cheltenham, which Ange has some classes at as well. When's your classes?
Mondays and Fridays at 7 o'clock in the morning.
And yeah, that's your own thing. Just so we got to make that clear.
Yeah.
Okay, it's been a huge moment for me. Before that, I struggled to say hi to people. I was very unfit, really struggling with depression. Finally taking that first step has made me feel like I'm in the right place now. It's helped my work as I have more confidence. Now, I just wanted to, the reason I wanted to share this, Ange, I don't know if you've met Lisa, but 100% of what she said is true.
I think, is she the one who is kicking the bug really hard?
All right. Yeah. No, amazing.
Is that you? I'm sorry, I'm so bad with names. I'm
working. That is Lisa. Yeah, and
she's amazing. She
is.
Lisa,
I hope I don't embarrass you, but you came in like that, and it's a lot down to yourself. But you really just put 100% into it, and it probably, I think it was a rebirth for you, and it can be. I know we have our little things that the little gremlin comes up going, "You sure?" But you've stuck at it, and that's the thing. It's just understanding where that is. Came in to do fitness, and now upstairs, working in the martial arts as well. And I reckon she should come and try your class out as well.
Well, whenever she's ready, she knows the class is there, because we already spoken about it a little bit. But it's so great, to hear this kind of stories. It's like, I love when people share their experiences and they say, look, this is where I was, but deep down I knew that I want different, and I've taken steps towards it, right? I've made different choices for myself. So obviously Lisa has vision for herself, and this deeply rooted belief that even though she might not admit that she deserves better for herself. And she can only get better for herself by making conscious choices of doing that for herself. Does that make sense? So I really love that, because there is so many people who are exactly in the same, or they were in the same situation, and they need to hear it from someone who've been on both sides. And what it does for them, because they're all looking for relief. And this is what I was leading to. What made you realize that you need to change a path, and what sort of signals you need to focus on to know that you are on the right path? Because I think this is sometimes something very confusing. You keep hearing purpose, and people, for God's sake, what is purpose?
Andy used to know me. He was like, I know what I'm doing.
Seriously, I was one of those people thinking, okay, so I've got so many. Okay, I don't want to sound like I'm, big-headed, but I've got so many gifts, right? And I can do so many things well, and I enjoy doing those things. And I was like, which one is it? So many of them. So it was confusing. And I realized that it doesn't have to be one thing.
Yeah.
And what we focus is not the thing itself, is the feeling we are having. So if at first you don't feel the excitement, you don't feel like, oh, I love doing that, even though those things that gives you that feeling kind of keep changing. This is a very important thing. Doesn't have to be one thing. If you don't feel this big excitement about any specific thing yet, look for relief, because every time you follow the relief, right, eventually you will start building those higher emotions and feelings that you get to a point that something will be really exciting to you, and then you'll know it's your purpose. Purpose is not the thing you do. Purpose is the feeling that you're feeling. And it could be one thing that is giving you this feeling, or it could be numerous of things that is giving you this feeling. And we are here to be happy. Because when we are happy, the best is coming out of us, right? And that's when I clicked, the whole concept of purpose. And I was like, oh, bloody hell, that does make sense to me now. But when I was hearing, time ago about purpose, I just could not grasp the concept. I almost thought that you are born and then there is this thing that you're meant to be doing in your life, and the path is unclear and you have to find your path to it. And it's just one thing. And when you don't find it, that you failed in your life. And I was like, this is screwed. This is totally screwed, right? I've just realized that, what, first of all, there are so many paths. So it's not like it's one path. It's not only one purpose. There is many purposes. Following the feeling in every day will lead you to it. That's the shortcut. And the best part is it's the funnest path ever. It's the best feeling path ever.
Mic drop by Ange. That was awesome. Yeah, wicked. I just want to add on that, actually. It's totally just gone out of my head.
It will come back.
It was there for like a second. Oh, I hate it. What I was going to say was, as I just kind of generally chit chat to see if I can get my memory back, I got an amazing memory. This is what bugs me. It's like, it would come. It's like on the tip of my tongue. I know it's there. It's like this little block saying, "No, you're not having that information just yet. You can stay on camera and on the podcast, and people just have to listen until you get to what it is." So if you can relate to having something in your head, just I can just put that in the comments. That would be really helpful. Might jog my memory back.
Person relief.
That was it. It's come back now. What was the first? Because you said you got to enjoy it. What was when we were working on setting up the podcast? So we worked on that for a good few months before we launched it. What was one of the main rules that we said we had to do? Come on, Ange. People don't know. What was it?
Go on.
You forgot. Nah, to have fun. To have fun.
That's the golden rule.
That was the golden rule, definitely. And if you're having fun, if it makes you smart, if you're especially when with clients that we've all had people that have come to us in the things that we do where they may come in on a day where it's just and then they come out bouncing. But I remember you because I asked you how your morning class went when you launched it, and you said that people they were like this, but by the end they were all like buzzing, and that is key, because there's always something. I don't know if I got the energy. I don't know if I can do this, or I wonder what people will say, or I wondered this and I wondered that, and we start demonizing it, I suppose. I don't know how to put it. And then we come out, actually, oh my God, I really enjoy it. I feel good. My work has changed. My mood is shifting. And it's important to, keep that stocked up. And where it's all coming back to me now, Ange, like you said, on purpose, didn't understand it. And I guess because I made that decision to be a martial arts instructor, it was also hard making the decision that I'm not going to be at the center anymore. So it was great. Yeah, it was fine whenever it was 17 years ago, for however long I was doing it, running every single class. That was great, but it took a toll also. Mm-hmm. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I miss it. I miss teaching, but I realized that for me to grow and evolve, that I had to take a different approach to that. And people would, when you come back to teach, why is Matt not teaching here? And why is this? But I am. because I taught the people that teach through me.
Mm.
Even if they've been taught, obviously Michelle's the the main person in charge at my academy now, right? So I taught Michelle. So even if they're getting taught somewhere, so the principle of what we do, as you know, and same for you, it's the same. So, and it allows me to grow, do some things that I also find fun, have time for who I need time for, and it sets me up to expand what I am doing. And there's no way, there's a lot of things I do now that, without me going into it, I know bring a lot of help to so many people.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't do that if I'd stuck in that, just in that teaching role. And I think because of the network I was in with martial arts, you're standing out, blah 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 blah. That's okay. I had to just get past that and think, actually, I'm doing more good now by the fact that I've handed the reins over. As I just got one thing left to hand over with that, just one thing left, and then it's working how I want it to work, and I can then do the good that I like to, or the serving that I like to, because I like to serve. I'm a servant. That's basically what it comes down to. And maybe in a past life of some shape or form, I was a servant. People will always see it how you want to see it, but that's what I do. But I needed to serve to something bigger. So that was part of my path and my journey. And for it to carry on doing what it's doing, we couldn't do the podcast. I couldn't have this podcast and the previous one. I couldn't do stuff. It'd be hard doing stuff for Charlton Beard. It'd be hard trying to just talk to people I talk to just to give them a bit of a helping hand. I wouldn't be able to do those things. I'd find a way, but then I'd be absolutely burnt out. And the bags, it'd be like flapping around by my chin. We're like, what the hell is that? So yeah, understanding is, like you said, I think it's the happiness, it's how it makes you feel, and you're not comparing to other people's rules. With that, well, obviously there's a degree, right? But it's rules or boundaries. And when it's time to go to the next phase, some people will be a bit unhappy and they're going to miss it because they want that one thing. But now people are used to me not teaching in a class, so it doesn't make any difference.
Well, do you know what? I like the fact that you're mentioning this, because this again leads me back to the concept of purpose, and the purpose can change throughout our life, because we are always evolving.
It evolves.
We are evolving, we're changing. So
it evolves, yeah,
it serves, whatever you're doing serves you, and it can serve so many other people, because when you do something with passion, this is something very important to mention. You inspire others to follow their own bliss, to follow their own passion. And I think this is the lingo, the language that we speak, that is much stronger than the words itself, is the energy you're giving out when you do what you really love doing. That speaks such a big volume. And sometimes people don't know, they can't explain it, but they get it. Even though they don't think they do get it, they do get it.
Yeah.
They really do get it. And you evolved on your path, and probably this whole teaching, creating school was necessary. Oh, no, not probably. It was necessary for you to get where you are now. And look how many people you inspired on the way, to a point that they are doing this for, themselves now.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And you're going to expand and grow and do something different. And you're going to be doing the same thing that you've done, for guys here, which is inspiration.
100%.
And changing, the environment, okay, let's say from fitness, martial arts into, no, what do you call it? I forgot the word. Development,
Personal development.
Not personal development. What you're doing right now with the business. Sorry, I've just completely lost the word. Now, what are you doing with properties?
Sorry, the property investment. Yeah, so yeah, that's
Yeah.
serving. Yeah, it's serving people that want to maybe better return on their investment or on their money because it's in the bank. I don't really want to go into on here too much.
No, but what I was trying to
it's still serving. It's still serving. It's helping people also need a home, get a home. So there's two aspects.
Yeah, no, actually three.
Three.
The third one.
I got more buzzing, and I pass it on to everyone, and they pass it on. It's infectious.
Okay, 4. There's more. That's what I'm trying to say. Is you're actually showing people that you can change your career.
Yeah. That's my third career change. No.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4th.
Yeah. But some people are scared of that change, you know.
It is scary.
It is scary, but I think if it's not scary, then it means it's not big enough, right?
And it's not a career. I've developed from career into self-employed to business owner to entrepreneur, and I don't say that in a way where I'm what's it? I'm not Alan Sugar. But I'm happy being me. Really, it is about what I can provide and give. Thank you, Lisa. That's so kind. That's so kind. Anyway, that's and you know what? That's something I used to struggle with. Is taking real nice compliments like that. So I've had to evolve and say thank you because it still weirds me out. Still weirds me out because I guess anyway. But thank you very much. That's really kind words. That's it. I can go now. Work's done. Got my compliment for the day. Thank you, Lisa. I've messed with someone's head, so that's even better. Messed with Angie's head. What's next on my to-do birthday list? Got to open some presents. I haven't even opened my presents yet. My eldest son, bless him, came upstairs, bought me a cup of tea.
Well, that's so nice.
By the way, he's clean. He said I hoovered and cleaned the hob for you as well.
Oh, that's so nice.
Oh, yeah.
So you're like a kid in literally a few minutes opening your gifts.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. Gonna tear it apart and oh wow, so yeah. Hoping it's Lego. Oh, please be Lego. Please be Lego. On my 40th, Darby and Darby wanted to get me some Lego, and obviously he's 11. So we're talking about 7 years ago. So he asked my mum to take him to the shop to get some Lego, and then he got upset because he wanted it. Bless him. But he's a good boy. He's a good boy.
Oh, bless.
Don't know if he's still watching. I haven't forgot. So we get Lego together now. That's another story, but yeah.
Well, that's great that you've got something that you enjoy doing together.
Yeah, definitely. And now I'm going to make him go out for the day. Yeah. Get out of the house. Get out of the house. So, Ange, you got your big jump, and I got someone trying to call me, and not interested. You got your big jump Saturday, is it?
It is Saturday. I'll have to be very early. So let's hope the weather will be nice.
Yeah, it will be. Not hope, it will be.
I know it will be. I know. I already ordered it, on Amazon. I have Amazon Prime. It's always been delivered on time, so it's gonna be good.
On Angel Prime, yeah?
Angel Prime, yes.
Yeah. All right. Before I think because I didn't realize how long we've been going. It's nearly 50 minutes. Do you want to drop a card for our double birthday whammy special? It's Angie's 40th tomorrow. 40th tomorrow.
Whoop whoop.
I reckon you're making it up.
Ooh. Right. Okay. So let me just drop the card. Ta-da, ta-da.
I just found one and I put it away. It just popped out. But you carry on.
Yeah. Just give me a second.
It was Soul Family.
Oh. Okay. Actually, we have 2. And how funny is that? Forge, don't follow. Pave a new path. Be the leader you wish you had. Okay. So be your own leader. Hold on, I'm just trying to allocate the camera.
Pave a new path. Forge, don't follow. Pave a new path. Be the leader you wish you had. Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. I do love that. Lisa, I'm not sure if it will be in tonight. Thank you. I should train.
Well,
I got to drive to Peterborough tonight. Freaking hell. It's like that. And I've pulled one as well.
Go on. Soul family. That's awesome.
So calling your tribe, you don't have to do it alone. And I love this because I last week I said, calling my tribe. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Ange, that you gave some absolutely golden bombs of advice last week without prejudice or whatever. So anyone looking for a high-level coach, it's you. Amazing work. I mean that. I
really appreciate your opinion of me. Thank you.
I'm privileged to share this podcast with you, to be fair. Yeah, so that soul family, like calling your tribe, you don't have to do it alone. Lisa, you've spoke about, just coming in. We're part of your tribe. You're part of the family now. I say it so many times that is my family. Everyone is there at that center. So it's, for me, it's a big part of the community. It's the center. You're part of that, and we all hung out on the weekend. It's really nice, and that is because, yeah, of course I got my brother, my sister, my mum, my dad, and my mum's a big part of that center there, and it's so important that you have that tribe around you, and they are your soul family. We say we're soul brother and sister, right?
Yes, we are.
And brother, give me some advice on this. Well, yeah, definitely. And I think it's just so important and I think I learned years ago, and fortunately I learned it. Unfortunately, I had to go through some real tough times. And it's a bit of advice my dad always said: out of the woodwork when you're just going for a bit of a rough patch, like the people you least expect will come out to your aid. And I think with that again, yeah. And so your tribe, your soul tribe, whatever you want to call it, just people, friends, good friends that are non-biased and pushing you to do a certain thing. And I think what I liked, Andy, is that you didn't say, "Oh, you should do this" or "You should do that." It was just, you just asked me some questions, and that was it. Simple as that. And you took time to listen, and I started talking. You said, "No, that's not the question I asked. I asked you this." So, yeah, there we go. All right.
I must say, I'm so glad to be part of this soul family.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I really am. And the thing is, you see, like I said to you, just everything happens for a reason. So everybody's benefiting. Every single person is benefiting.
Yeah.
And that's amazing.
Just go and be yourselves. You never know the lives you're gonna, touch and inspire, and who you may aspire from and be inspired from as well. So I'm just popping my cards away. And you have, thank you for the birthday messages. It's my day today, is Andrew's day tomorrow. And big. I'm just going to jump out of a plane on Saturday, so make sure to check out.
Yeah, I'm done with it.
Social media, yeah, jump. You're going to love that. Best experience.
Yeah.
We expect a live, but not on the way down.
You know what? I was really thinking, just how could I possibly, just record a little bit, just to capture, just to have to remember. But I thought, do you know what? This jump is purely for me. It's something that I really want to do for myself. And then the next jump, I might go like full on with recording, what it looks like from up there, till landing. But this Saturday, it's just about me not thinking about whether I look good in camera or not. It's just enjoying the jump. So
now don't worry about that. Jump out, just scream, just have fun. Just as soon as you left the plane, you might as well enjoy whatever's going to happen next. It's just like a minute free fall.
1 minute, yeah.
1 minute. Awesome. You'll love it.
Yeah. Thank you guys for birthday wishes. I really appreciate that.
Yeah. Yeah, I've put this one up. Thank you, Claire. All right, we're gonna go. I'm late. So
it's time for birthday breakfast.
Time for just birthday everything. I need to get going. Otherwise,
are you gonna have a cake for breakfast?
No. I need to get in the car. I need to get to where I'm going. Right. Peace, love, everyone, always.
And enjoy your birthday every day. Boom.
See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.